Hey Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what's in store for your May 2023? We're going to dive in and find out with the tarot, so keep watching. Alright Cancer, let's see what's going on for your May 2023. We're going to start first with a general overview of the energies, and then we're going to dive in with a separate oracle deck and additional tarot clarification. Alright, so some good news. Venus enters your sign on May 7th. She'll be in your sign the rest of the month of May, so that's good. We are, of course, dealing with Mercury retrograde until the 14th, and we have a kind of a dicey full moon lunar eclipse happening on May 5th. I will do a separate video for all the signs on that because I think it's going to be an interesting one. And Jupiter is going into Taurus on May 16th. So I will also be publishing 2 videos on that energy. So if you have not clicked the bell notification or subscribed, you might want to do that. All right. So you don't miss anything, Cancer. All right. Let's see what is going on. We have the Judgment. Okay. The Pluto. The 8 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. Okay, and we have the 8 of Pentacles on the bottom. Interesting, 2 number 8s. Mars goes into Leo on the 20th. And you start out with the 20 here. The reason I know that from memory is because my Mars is in Leo, and I'm going to be having my Mars return, so I wanted to know. I've been waiting on that. So your Mars return is when Mars in the sky comes back to its position where it occupied your birth chart, where it occupies your birth chart. That's called your Mars return. It happens every 2 years. It's like an energetic reset. So that's how I know that the 20th, we got 2 8s, which can also be about Leo energy as well. Leo is your second house of money and self-esteem. Venus is in your sign as of the 7th. So this is interesting. I think, I will do a separate career reading, money, career, and business reading for all the signs for May as well. So I'm going to keep this more focused on just, I think, this idea of what you value, how you're feeling about yourself, how you're investing your time and energy, rather than on money, okay? Because we'll do that, like I said, in a separate reading. All right, so interesting with these two cards here, the Judgment and the Death card. So these are very strong karmic energies going on, and I'm going to read all of this holistically, not necessarily in order. What I feel is happening for you is you are going to be moving very rapidly in a new direction when Mars goes into Leo. So on the 20th, this is very good. This is like the big chapter ending for you. You may have ended already. It may be ending at that Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse happening on May 5th, which is in your 5th house. So you're kind of just leaving behind, some sort of maybe a creative endeavor you're wrapping up, something to do with your children, something to do with an entrepreneurial project, or, something else going on in your life, heart-centered activity, shall we say, because Scorpio is your 5th house. So you're wrapping that up, and what's good about that is it's going to help you free up your energy with this Judgment here to move rapidly in the direction of a bunch of new possibilities. 8 of Wands can be a lot of irons in the fire, lots of new things getting ready to pop into your world. And what I feel is you've gone through this massive transformation the last, I would say, year and a half to 2 years with the 13 and the 20 here. So, the last year and a half to 2 years when the South Node has been going through Scorpio. And, you're ready. You're ready for showtime. That's the thing. You're ready for all these exciting new things. The 2nd house is, just also how good we're feeling about yourself. And I think why you're feeling so good is because you're releasing some sort of heavy, energetic burden. You are coming out the other side of a healing process. 3 of Swords. This may have happened 3 years ago for you, or 3 months ago, with something that was very heavy to carry, either emotionally, literally, that just was a lot to deal with. Okay? There is a big time marker for you at the full moon lunar eclipse, but also on the 20th, which happens to be a day or two after the new moon in Taurus. So there's going to be some bright new beginnings on the horizon for you that you're going to be able to choose from, and choose from with confidence, because you are healed. You are feeling so much better with shifting out this particular energy over here. And we have some beautiful, oh look, we got the Wheel of Fortune under there. Jupiter going into Taurus on the 16th. But you're going to be focusing on, look, in this deck, all these butterflies, which is about transformation. And look at all the different butterflies. And we had this 8 of Wands. So we have Leo and Virgo going on here. So your second house of money, and then also your third house of your mind, communication, teaching, learning, marketing, the neighborhood, just your siblings, that type of stuff. So these opportunities are going to be coming in, and you're ready for them. You will need to make some decisions with this Judgment here. Like, you can't do everything, because we have the Focus card coming up over here too with the 8 of Coins. So you're going to want to be selective. I would say, because we have the Judgment, I would say maybe 2 things. 2 things you're going to be drawn to and really attracted to pursuing. And you're ready for this. So, whereas before you may have had to focus quite a bit on, with this 8 of Coins, you may have had to focus on shifting this burden. You really didn't have room in your life, perhaps, for much else. Like, this was, some intense stuff that you were dealing with. Now you have the luxury of choice. Okay, you're going to have the luxury of choice with these different possibilities. And when we felt like we haven't had the luxury of choice for a while, sometimes we can just want to choose everything because maybe we didn't have options for a while. But I encourage you to maybe just limit yourself to 2 things, all right, with this energy. I think you're going to see at this Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse, forthcoming video focusing on that energy, that you have done so much personal growth and healing. And at some point, you really were brought to, you can see in this deck with this Death card, how, her rib cage is exposed here. You really were brought to this point of really having to look deep within at some deep stuff going on, some, difficult situations with your emotional life, your heart space. You had to really kind of look at that and focus and heal that. And I also feel too, with this Judgment, like there is this sense of renewal, new life, freshness, but also you're going to be announcing to the world, I'm back, baby. Like, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm excited. I've gone through this, massive transformation, renovation, refurbishment, like healing. And, it's hard. You had Pluto going opposite your sign for so long. And now, of course, he's still going to be backtracking into the final degrees of Capricorn. He goes retrograde May 1st. He's still in Aquarius. He'll be in Capricorn in June again. So those of you born at the very, very end of Cancer, you're still dealing with Pluto, but, the last bits. So, for those of you dealing with Pluto still, I still think this applies to you, though. You're really on the other side of the most dramatic situations, I would say, with Pluto. Okay, but use this energy, really focus. This is the thing. Okay, because with the 8 of Wands, things could come in very fast. There's an important message coming to you around the 20th. Absolutely. All right, regarding these new opportunities. And look, you had the wheel on the bottom underneath that also. So once Jupiter goes into Taurus, which is your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams, there is some sort of message, announcement, opportunity that's going to come in that's part of that 8 of Wands do, something exciting for yourself, and focus on it. So get ready for that. Important message. Now, it doesn't mean the thing's going to happen this month. It could just be the offer, the opportunity, the invitation to do it. Okay? All right. Why am I shuffling this deck? I haven't pulled my oracle card yet. Okay. Let me do that. Let me pull from this deck and let's see what else we have going on for you. This is very good. Very good. All right. What else does Cancer need to know? Cancer peoples. All right. Wow. We have a change in direction. This is exactly it. This is what I've been saying. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and the angel's guidance. This is an angel deck. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. Yeah. With the death and the judgment card, yes, you could actually be going in a different direction than what you thought you were going to be going in 3 years ago with that 3 of Swords, or 3 months ago. But it is exactly where you need to be. And it is divinely guided and protected. We had the wheel. We have this. Jupiter's absolutely an energy of divine protection. We have this coming out now. So let's see what else we need to know with the tarot about this change in direction. Okay. So, and it's also, as it says here, your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and this new opportunity. But, it wasn't that you weren't willing before, I don't think. The 3 of Swords, 10 of Wands, you just had too much going on. There was no way. There was no way you could open up to this new path for yourself and really fully embrace a whole bunch of choices that were coming toward you. You couldn't. It's okay. All right, let's see what we got going on. Let's clarify this change in direction for you. And notice, I just want to point out that there's 2 babies in this card. There's this baby and this baby. Of course, one's an angel baby, but okay. So when I said focus on 2 things. All right, just saying. All right, we have the King of Pentacles. We have the Princess of Wands. Okay, Ariel, do you really have to lay over? She's laying over everything. The Tower. And what do we have on the bottom? Look, the wheel again. The wheel. We just had the wheel over here. So 2 wishes. 2 wishes, 2 exciting new opportunities. That is the wheel. 2 opportunities for change. So, all right. There may be news of one before Gemini season. So with the King of Pentacles, I'm going to use this as a time marker for Taurus season. And I'm going to use her, Princess of Wands, our fire energy, for the Mars and Leo on the 20th, which is, again, right on the cusp of going into Gemini season. And then we have our Uranus and Taurus, and mind-blowing and fast-moving news and exciting things coming in. Okay, so one opportunity may be more mature, shall we say, more developed, more solid, perhaps having to do more with financial things. And one may have to do more with creative efforts, your physical body activities, just going out and doing stuff. And it's in its early stages. So this could be like an opportunity to connect with people and take up a new hobby and go out and do things. Maybe start a new friendship that, you go on excursions together or something like that. Or planning for a travel. That's also possible with this Page of Wands. This can be more career-oriented, more to do with stuff about finances, investments, your home, things of that nature, and perhaps even a relationship with an earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, okay? And this is your 7th house, too, of relationships if we look at Capricorn. But you're dealing with mature energy for this one here. So something, again, that's stable, that's grounded, that, is solid. But both of these look very promising. And the wheel is also energy of travel as well. So I think one of these things involves some sort of travel, trip, movement, getting out and about, that type of thing. You had the 8 of coins. That is also the third house, the Virgo, which is short trips. It's not big, long excursions. It's like trips that you can drive within a day's time. So something like that. But this is very good. So one of these things, I think, it could even be both. There is an element of surprise here. I think it's going to be a good surprise. But yeah, I mean, we're clarifying this change in direction. So again, there is the surprising element going on here with this change in direction. I think you're going to surprise yourself also at how excited you are, at how healed and ready you feel to go for these exciting new possibilities in your life. So this is excellent. This is very, very good. Jupiter in Taurus happens May 16th. So again, I'm feeling like it's going to be more the second half of the month. The energy does clear out a little bit and gets a little easier the second half of the month. But I think for you in particular, I would say Cancer, between the, I'm going to say the 16th and also between the 16th and the 22nd could be very important for you. Especially also remember Venus will be in your sign at that time as well. And when Venus transits our own sign, it usually can bring us some sort of nice opportunity in terms of, you know, pleasure, love, money, that type of thing. It's a feel-good energy, especially when Venus conjuncts our sun. Okay, let's pull out one of these cards for you and see what we have. Cancer, a little mantra. Ooh, this is pretty. Okay, so we have this little fairy, which is going on here. And we have number 39, divine offering and trust. Allow the divine to organize outcomes. Imagine, play, and simplify. It's a little hard to see this because of this green color to read the words on it, but that's beautiful. Divine offering and trust. Allow the divine to organize outcomes, imagine, play, and simplify. Yes, the divine is definitely organizing outcomes for you with these two wheels. So all you need to do is center yourself, align, be open to a change in direction, and know that you've got this, that you are ready for these new, exciting possibilities. So Cancer, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you with these energies. I'd love to hear. I love you guys. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.